Cek. I know what you're thinking. I've been there before. Not. Ini banyak event ya guys ya. Eventnya ini. Bentar. Cek. Kita lihat ya eventnya ya. Jelly guys. Kita lihat paketnya apakah ada yang terbaru atau tidak. Martinez apa ini? Gimana ini? Serangan balik dan menyebar ke sisi. Kontrol bola, penguat kontrol bola sama agresi. Agresif berarti ya ini ya. I don't know, kayaknya aku nggak beli itu deh. Ini loh, Pele, John Shirov, Ferenc Puskas. Aku pengen Ferenc Puskas ini sih. Bisa nggak ya dapet ya? Gila guys. Dapat siapa aja sih? Cuma 3 ini doang loh yang epic. Lainnya bapuk semua guys. Nggak usah lah ya. Super sub. Nah ini udah bisa nih. Masuk image. Ambil siapa ya? DMF bodinya Charlotte David Raya. Nanti aja deh. Gacha ya. Kita lihat ada siapa saja di sini. Ronaldinho, Steven Gerrard, dan ini semua nggak ada yang epic ya. Sayang sekali saudara-saudara. Pokoknya yang emas berarti ya. Yang emas ini big time tulisannya big time ini bagus ya berarti ya. Oke. Forlan. Oh yang jelek ini yang biasa-biasa gini yang jelek gitu ya. Baiklah. Dapat siapa saudara? Kita lihat. Aziz. Aduh siapa ini? Lepas. Jual. Jual. Yuk. Dapat siapa kek? Kayaknya ini nggak dapet juga deh. Warnanya putih sama kayak tadi. Kita langsung skip aja guys ya habis ini kalau putih. Koki, dapat koki tukang masak. Jual. Kita lihat. Wah ini guys, ini bagus ini kayaknya. Pelangi. Belgian League Lemons. Siapa ini? Jual. Jelek pula guys. Yuk Frank Richard boleh. Skip. Siapa ini? Orkun Kokcu. Fuck. Jual. Yuk. Bisa yuk. Frank Richard bisa yuk. Ini pertanyaanku ya guys ya. Apakah bisa bersaing mereka dengan kartu-kartu epic ya? Siapa ini? Astagfirullahaladzim. Kalau mereka masih legend ini masih bisa bersaing sih boleh lah dipakai. Tapi kalau bapuk sih nggak ada bedanya ya. Mending jual aja ya. Gabriel. Yuk bisa yuk. Ini guys. Bagus ini kayaknya. Yerai. Jai, bagus ini. Ya ampun, guys. Kayaknya enggak deh ini. Kayaknya aku jual aja deh ini. Buka kunci. Ini ngapain kok dikunci? Otomatis ngunci. Oh tapi bagus ini guys. Tapi lepas aja lah, nggak butuh ngapain. Yo bisa. Yuk lagi yuk. Nah ini bagus nih kayaknya. Enggak, ini putih. Nah kan. Ronaldinho udah punya. Moises. Siapa ini? Kita lihat. Claude Makélélé, Steven Gerrard, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy boleh lah, Van Nistelrooy. Atau Frank Richard. Putih lagi guys. Ini gak bisa langsung 20 gitu kah? Hah? Gak bisa ya? Nah bagus nih. Ada ini petasan. Aduh, siapa ini? Samuel Bangula. Terus sisa 9 lagi saudara-saudara. Apakah dapat ataukah di prank oleh Konami? Nggak dapet apa-apa. Guys. Putih lagi. Max Kilman. Thiago Santos. Yuk. Ya ampun. Andy Zakiri. Ya satu aja keluar. Steven Ortega. Apa ini? Jual. Terus 4 lagi saudara-saudara. Jelek ini. Bobby Thomas. Terus ada 3 lagi. 3 lagi ya. Tyler. Yuk. Terus ada 2 lagi ya. Dapat putih lagi dong. Terakhir loh ini. Masa ya nggak dapat satu pun? Hah? 20 loh. Nggak dapet. Konami ini. Ini. Jual. Keep me. Kita coba Messi ya guys ya. Kita dapat Messi. Nah ini udah Messi. Control dribble. Kemajuan pemain nggak ada ya. Keahlian. Kita nggak isi dulu ya. main original aja, original. Terus kita masukin di squad utama ya. Ganti siapa ya? David Villa ini. Messi. Taruh di sana dulu, oke? Bentar. Schneider. Mbappe mungkin. Oke, seberapa impact? Timelapse sudah. Long journey. Penalty shot out. Menarik. Penalty shot out. Sorry Adams. Kita lihat saudara-saudara. Rokba. Martin Pies. Yuk bisa yuk Martin Pies. Wih. Itu dia. Didier Drogba melawan Dida di sana. Sini aja guys ya. Bismillah. Yuk bisa yuk Drogba yuk. Yuk. Iya, itu dia. Perfect toss. Oke, Martin Pies. Wah. Mengerikan guys. Kesini aja guys ya. Bismillah. Yuk bisa yuk. Yuk. Ih. Almost guys, almost. Griezmann, kiri nggak sih? Wah, kiri loh padahal. Kok ke situ kipernya itu? Hah? Kok ke situ kiper? Yuk, bisa yuk, bismillah yuk. Messi, tolong. Ya masa nggak gol? Gak jelas Messi ini, gak jelas banget. Duh. Tengah nih. Messi tengah nih. Messi. Ya. Messi tengah yuk, Messi. Wah kan, bener pasti itu. Darwin, Darwin. Kita lihat saudara tengah. Darwin. Boom! Astagfirullahaladzim, ketebak. Holland. Kiri. Yes, itu dia Holland. Hah? Ya masa nggak gol sih Beckham? Pensiun Beckham kalau nggak gol. Pensiun. Itu dia ya. Yuk tinggal satu lagi ya saudara-saudara. Kita saksikan di sini pertandingan antara Venezia melawan Paris Saint-Germain. Memasuki babak adu penalti. Didier Drogba 97 guys. Finishingnya 97 guys. Jadi Drogba. Yuk seperti tadi yuk. Bisa yuk. Drogba. Asik. Tidak pernah kecewa dan Drogba. Antara tengah dan kiri nih guys. Iya, kan bener. Bener. Mbappe. Ini kiper nggak pernah kesini kan kiper. Kalau Mbappe yang nendang ini. Bismillah, yuk. Jangan melebar loh Mbappe. Asik kan. Kiper nggak pernah kesana. Udah ketebak. Cole Palmer. Yes. Friendly. Messi. Angkara Messi kesini aja Messi ya. Bismillah. Yuk bisa yuk Messi yuk. Mas, aduh. Tiang guys. Seorang Messi tiang saudara-saudara. Mbappe kita lihat. Tengah antara kanan. Aduh. Kok bisa dia berpikir ke situ ya? Hah? Sini aja ya. Nggak apa-apa kah? Bismillah, bismillah, bismillah. Bam! Ah! Tertebak saudara-saudara. Astagfirullah. Salah, tengah ini salah. Oh, salah. Menebak saudara-saudara sayang sekali. Beckham. Beckham. Beckham, kamu jangan nyasar loh Beckham. Bam! Ya, masih tetap masuk saudara. Paul Scholes, kanan nih, kanan nih. Kan bener, tapi melebar juga dia. Langsung ya, win streak ya. Nice. Apa yang dikasih persetan ini lagi loh? Apa ini, ha? Gak jelas ini kan masih nggak dapet ya pasti ini. Kan dapat apa ini? Gak jelas, ini event paling gak jelas. Event scam ini guys, event scam. Aku mau menurun game. E-sport. Komentar juga tidak tersedia ini. TV. Oh. Divisi. Ya, guys sudah hilang ternyata. Divisi 2 padahal baru nyampe divisi 2. Divisi 4. Oh. Baiklah. Kita coba Messi di sana terus. Oke. David Villa, Ronaldo.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Really is quite a sight to hold this in.
Gila, langsung lolos gitu. David Villa. Etienne guys. Ucapan selamat datang tadi disampaikan. Mengeri langsung menekan di awal babak. Ratingnya tinggi nih kayaknya.
Works it forward, and here's Nunez.
Astagfirullah.
That is expertly dealt with.
Jangan gelomong kamu Messi.
Who do you reckon is pivotal?
Messi.
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler. So not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Hey.
Hakimi. And he's intervened well there.
Bener-bener nggak bisa loh ini. Oke, sabar.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. David Villa.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, that was never going to make it.
Bener ya. Astagfirullah.
Put paid to a promising move. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Wih, apa lu?
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nicked it back promptly. Beckham. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Venezia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Darwin. That's Beckham. David, he's got the shot away! Goal! Botafogo!
Gitu doang bisa masuk.
And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Darwin. Van Balten gets good distance on it.
Mirip-mirip lah.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Villa really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
Oh, smashing header! They want to be quick to recover this. He's missed, but not by that far.
Ronaldinho bisa yuk. Boom.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely intercepted. The less said about that pass, the better. Botafogo looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it
Mm.
to the standard we know they can.
Oh, he's been caught on it. Great chance.
Messi,
A
ya ampun.
collective sigh of relief from the defence. Venezia
Tidak
have their
seenak itu
second
sih
corner
Messi.
now. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. And no,
Yeah,
that's pretty much
ampun.
the end of that. Now it's Bellingham. He's got away. Bellingham. And the shot! Sticks it away!
Itu aja bisa gol.
Two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Drogba. Mbappe! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Maldini. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, played right into his path.
Ah,
Red, and the danger is averted. And the pass is intercepted. It's Drogba! Oh, it's there! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Drogba demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just...
Decent hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
horrific save
Nunez
for the
is
keeper.
offering a wry smile there.
Venezia get their fourth corner.
Lah, nggak ada guys.
Botafogo have the chance to go the other way.
Ui.
Bellingham. Now there's a Nunez!
Gak jelas, gak jelas, gak jelas.
Taken goal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Botafogo go two up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Nunez's crossing header.
Ah,
He's
gitu
gone
loh
with
nggak
legs
gol.
here. And here's Mbappe. Nunez spots it and intercepts.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 72.306 espectadores.
David Villa. Ronaldinho with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substituição em andamento.
Venezia making another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Venezia are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. No, that's been intercepted. Saka. Oh, this is a terrific run.
Ah,
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Saka with the clearance.
boom, boom.
Oh, what has happened here? And he cuts out the supply. Nice control. Now it's Mbappe. Venezia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Shit.
Oh, that's a key interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Ah,
Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ronaldinho.
huh. Lamaan.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Ronaldinho has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Lamaan ini guys.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Boom.
He put it away!
Ah,
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
The corner count is rising. That's 6.
Haaland.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that's the end of that.
Ya
It all started
ampun,
well
depannya
enough.
tuh loh.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good running with the ball. He's going for goal! And that would have won it.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
And the counter is on.
Apa sih?
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Venezia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lovely bit of skill. João Cancelo. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Minggir. Aduh.
Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And now a sudden chance to counter. A well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Minutos de acréscimo.
Araujo. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that is as far as it goes.
Ini bisa repot guys. Gue repot nih.
Out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos a
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit...
Skip dulu ah.
Ini malah 3.250 guys gak jelas. Nyariin tuh yang seimbang gitu loh.
So we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Stood up well to him there.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game, quite comfortable.
Bisa-bisanya di bulldozer kayak gitu guys.
And he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Nicely worked. Just eases him off the ball. He ran himself into
Kau.
trouble there. Free kick given away. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Pedro Neto. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Dembele, it's Dembele!
Kayak gitu bisa masuk, gak jelas emang.
Manchester United take the lead.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tries to dink it through. Drogba! And that is doing no harm at all. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Nunez. Can he get onto this? And the shot! There's a goal!
Masa nggak masuk kayak gitu?
Once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Alexander-Arnold.
Such good technique.
That is good strength. It's a great ball. Mbappe.
Wah, selamaan.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he thumps it clear. And he's managed to get free. Defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Ops.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Ops.
And that's Ronaldinho. Taken back almost at once. And he welcomes it in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Big header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Oh, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Kvaratskhelia. Yamal. He's through here. Great, decent hit! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Manchester United. He's had a hit!
Kok bisa berpele dia?
He's done very well to get to that.
Anak Sultan
Well, you get a
kayaknya.
sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now the finish!
Maju.
Fine stop from the keeper.
Kvaratskhelia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Dembele. Chance to finish. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This is their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Venezia are looking to go forward now. Alexander-Arnold.
Astagfirullah.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Saka. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal. And he's there to make the challenge. Saka. Ah! Yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a
Cantik,
matter of
cantik,
moments.
cantik.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Venezia playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Recandosi al box informazioni dello stadio, riceveranno un simpatico omaggio. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So we're into the second 45. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Nedved.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dembele. Adriano, and that could set him on his way. And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Dink through.
Well,
Yeah!
he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Adams gathers from the goal kick. And it's Nedved. And here's Yamal. Beckham does really well to win the ball there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that is a little undercooked. Pedro Neto. Now it's Darwin. And the shot!
Astaghfirullahaladzim.
That is a
Drogba,
really good
Drogba.
chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Numero 17.
Venezia choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Now, he's just misjudged that one.
This is the time you need that pace.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Nedved. Saka. Mbappe. Keeper's dealt with that.
Venezia are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible error. Shot a goal!
Astagfirullah.
This time, surely! It's a goal! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, good defence is built on positioning, communication, and you've got to have a desire to attack the ball, but they were found really wanting then on all three aspects. Nobody took charge.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Ini kan numpuk di tengah ya, kita serang dari samping ya. Kita serang dari samping, guys.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's McTominay. Adams wins the duel this time. Well, what about it? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. Vieira makes the interception.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Shit.
Manchester United! And they're back in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Lah,
Manchester
bisa-bisanya,
United go
guys.
into the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against.
Chance! Yamal clears. It's a sweet ball, that. Looking sharp
Astagfirullah.
there.
Ngapain lu mundur?
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Venezia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Turan. That's Nedved. Gently done. Yamal. And he's had it nicked away.
Jamal.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
L'uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Seedorf. Neto. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is as far as it goes. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here. these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And as you can see, we've already started here. Ruud van Nistelrooy, without question, Jim, a giant amongst strikers.
Well, what I found so admirable about him, Peter, was his courage. There were plenty of sceptics who doubted his ability to step up from Dutch football.
He did step up, he stepped up all right, and he was integral in wrenching the title back from North London in 2003. That 20-minute hat-trick in front of the home crowd in the penultimate game of the season, it was pretty special.
Yeah, and all 3 goals brilliantly taken. Another great finisher.
Pedri. He's in plenty of space here. It's a mighty effort! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Costa Curta. Van Nistelrooy delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Crossing.
Throw it. And it's Conte. Now it's Pedri. And that's an excellent interception. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Beckham calmly anticipates. That's a nicely measured pass.
Apa sih?
Beckenbauer. Now he's off and running.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been
And
handcuffed.
he's picked out the run. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Wait.
Van Bouten wins the duel this
Astaghfirullah.
time. Serginho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Spread out to the left. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. And the ball's gone astray. He's got away. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Van Bouten cuts it out. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he cuts out the supply. And here's Mbappe. Interesting ball. That's very neat. Cross from Cafu. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, just needed a better contact.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Ronaldinho. Kante goes sliding in. And here's Drogba.
Hey.
Valencia have a free kick.
Itu.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make
Yuk,
a
bisa
telling
yuk.
impact.
Beckham!
Si Beckham.
Pedro Neto.
You can never be short of runners into space. As long as the
Boom. Ya, offside. Offside
That's not
guys,
gonna count.
guys.
And we go again.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
Disappointments and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Well, that pass isn't the best. Leicester have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, shooting chance!
Yo.
Oh, and he's through the middle. And that
Weh.
him sprawling. A reprieve.
Kayak gitu gak pelanggaran loh, guys.
Momentary.
Wasit apa ini?
Venezia
Huh?
with the corner. They're
Huh?
first.
Aku tanya wasit apa ini?
Cafu with the clearance.
Hah?
Leicester have the chance to go the other way. Drogba.
Astagfirullah.
Van Nistelrooy chasing after it. Spread neatly. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
That's good vision. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Has a go! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Seedorf. Ronaldinho defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ronaldinho, and he's in on goal. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pedri. Pedri. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 17. Lascia il campo per il numero 19.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
Your
è di
impression so far, Jim?
28.599
Well, the time has
spettatori.
arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Alexander-Arnold. Venezia perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind. Venezia showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Beckham kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's played forward. Van Nistelrooy. He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away, to further improve their position of comfort.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 14. Il numero 20.
He can't put it away.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And it's Cancelo. He can run onto that. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a hit! And he's found the
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, delightful ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, there's the clearance. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho, Mbappe, he's picked his way through.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, what about it? Venezia are taking this the full distance. Terrific stuff. Cafu. Pedri. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, and he's through the middle. Cleared without complication. There will be a throw-in.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 7. Ronaldinho.
Beckenbauer. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that's well seen too.
Il numero 10.
Mbappe.
Schneider. Il numero 24. Fletcher.
Foot in.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Threads one in. He's had a
Il
shot!
quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Steaming on goalwards. Serginho. Strong running down that left flank. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Siate prudenti. Cambio di giocatori.
Into extra time we go. Mbappe. Oh no, hurtling down that right flank. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's just beyond his reach. That's a decent clearance. And now they can clear their lines. He's had it taken off him. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf! They want to be quick to recover this.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 21. Viene sostituito con il numero 25.
Seedorf. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, that's a key interception. Darren Fletcher. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's an errant pass. Now it's Owen. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Van Balten promptly onto that, and that is that.
Ya Allah.
Good spot, he's seen the big chance! Sensational from David Villa! And that has
Salah.
raised the roof!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. That's it for the first period of extra time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? The hostilities have already resumed. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Couldn't squeeze it through. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. João Cancelo gets across to intercept that. Cafu.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Lah, nggak dapet
Drogba
corner loh.
really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Haaland. That's a shade optimistic. Venezia are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Schneider. That is good alertness. Unu. David Villa. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning,
Ya
which can
Allah,
open up many
Jamal,
possibilities.
Jamal. Yo,
Oh, terrible
umpan mulu
pass.
Jamal.
Seedorf. That is good strength. David Villa. He's played him through. Great hit! No
Astaga.
mistake! And this is getting better and better. It was a great fit. And we're done. So that is it, the end of the road.
Jamal. Fucking Jamal. Sebentar.
sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Palmer! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Thailand with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Can he finish? And he's following up! And he's done it! Danielson duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 20.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Fernando Torres. Musiala. Van Bouten deals with that comfortably. And it's Fernando Torres. And here's Torres.
Ya Allah.
Palmer!
Bodoh sekali.
It's there! Not one, but two. It is a
Bisa-bisanya
great
diumpan situ.
start. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Thailand are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will
Tanya
continue
loh,
to
begitu
do. by the
pelanggaran
looks of it.
dari.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. That's got him rattled. Venezia have conceded twice already. This is a horribly uncomfortable predicament for them. Drogba. He's had it taken off him. Palmer.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Palmer. Pedro Neto. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ronaldinho. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Palmer. To Musiala. And here's Torres. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Van Bouten gets it away. Palmer, given the lift of his goal. Now who's going to be first to this? Nunez. Musiala. Beckham goes sliding in. Hernandez. Now it's Drogba. And the pass is intercepted. Musiala. Now, what about a counter-attack? Palmer. Half an hour played now. And it's Ronaldinho. Nunez. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Drogba! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Venezia are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Hernandez. Kimmich. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Musiala. To Danielson. Back into the middle. Venezia are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And here's Nunez. It's Drogba! Oh, split-second reaction.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
Palmer in with the challenge. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Drogba. Oh, that's a fine interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hernandez. Palmer. Musiala. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Palmer. Mbappe. To Musiala. Danielson. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's good play. Musiala. Schneider.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saka is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Musiala. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, this could be a chance. This and a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Nice control. Musiala. Beckham. Darwin. It's Ronaldinho. Pedro Neto. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Mbappe. White is charging up on the overlap. Musiala. Hits one! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
A case now of complete control.
Substitutions taking place.
Venezia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Chance here to counter. Palmer. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Hernandez. Adams cuts out the pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's intervened well there. Fiddles it through. Ronaldinho. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Denilson. Palmer looking to get on the end of this. Hernandez. Musiala. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Drogba. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kimmich. Now it's Mbappe.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a little off target. White. Bellingham. Mbappe.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Hernandez. For Palmer. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Palmer. Musiala. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Fernando Torres. He's found a way through. Chance! Goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Substitution. 2 added minutes has been indicated.
Palmer. Van Balten does well to get it back. And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. you're just joining us, we are already underway. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Aronson, and he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Venezia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nunez! Nunez! And another try! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Venezia have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking.
Pedro Neto! Oh, he has leathered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And it's Ronaldinho. Drogba, oh, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Driving forward. Alexander-Arnold. Beckham. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hits one! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Quality ball. Aronson. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He can get that clear. Ronaldinho.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Drogba. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here. That's tidy. Chance to shoot now. Decent hit. He's scored. They have come roaring back.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And the shot! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Schneider. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. gets a look and plays it forward. Nunez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He rises! Couldn't squeeze it through. Nunez! He's found a way through! And that has been knocked clear. Lefebvre. Solomon in acres of space out wide. Showing good feet. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Fiddles it through. He might be in here!
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Alexander-Arnold. Pedro Neto. Nunez. And he's taking no chances there. There's the whistle for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline, 2 goals to 1. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Astagfirullah.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Can he spark a counter here? Beckham. And here's Drogba. And the pass is intercepted. Chooses to go cross-field. Solomon. Darwin. Can he get onto this? Rodon getting this one clear. Goes back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
He has found a way through. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Might be danger here. Aronson! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Just about up to the hour now. Solomon, big chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Saka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Stood up well to him there. And the counter is on. Lefebvre. That pass has been well intercepted. Aronson. Muscular approach does pay off here. And he has been fouled there.
Sostituzione di giocatori. numero 7, Ronaldinho, numero 6, numero 10, Schneider, lasciano il campo per il numero 22.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
20,
Now there's a
il numero
fine ball.
25.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Threads one in. That's beautifully weighted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Mbappe powering forward here. Rodon. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He's had a hit! He scores! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Venezia give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Aronson. Looking for options for movement. Van Bouten did well to stay calm there. Nakamba. Great defending, strong and determined. Suter calmly anticipates. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Venezia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. Ritchie providing an outlet on that flank. And reclaimed it in a trice.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Haaland. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
So what can they make of this? Good running, strong and purposeful. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Haaland. 4 extra minutes added on. Mbappe. Skillfully cut out. He is... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable.